Hi, I'm going to do an abs video now. So all you need is a mat or find something cushioned to lie on. Choose the alternatives that suit you if you have a medical issue or an injury, and let's get going. So we're going to start with our abs. Option 1, you're going to have nice wide arms. Open out your chest. Now pull your lower, middle and upper abs down and clench them. This is important with the breathing. Take a nice deep breath in, and then you're going to gently lift up, looking up at the ceiling, supporting the head. Now, if you find you have an injury on the neck or the shoulders, you might prefer to use the lower body instead of doing a half crunch. So if you're happy doing this one, keep going. If not, change to this one. You're going to cross the legs and you're going to pull them in and out instead. So you're going to use your lower abs and you're going to pull down upper, middle and lower at the same time. So using contraction when you do this. The other one you can do is if you have a weight, you can hold on to a weight, pull upper, middle, lower abs down and just simply come over with the arms. And what this does is it helps you really pull down your core muscles and keep them nice and tight. You can really feel that working. So if you've got a weight, you could do this one. So there's no equipment needed for this class that I'm doing today. So option 1, if you're already doing these, carry on. We're going to do this with you. We're going to do this for another 2 minutes. We're just going to do 6 exercises, which you could repeat if you wanted to double them up, or just do the one class. So focus on making sure that your head is supported, so that your neck doesn't take a strain. Taking nice deep breath in on the way down, and breathing out on the way up. Keeping those arms nice and wide. Remember, if you're using your lower legs, they're crossed, and every time you pull them in, you're going to pull the tummy down. Remember, keep that breathing going, nice and steady. Don't hold your breath. We're just going to do a slight change to this now. And you can do this with the legs as well as the upper body. We're going to dissect it into 2. So we're going to go 1, 2, 2 and 1. 1, 2, 2 and 1. Lift, lift, down, down. Now if you're doing lower body, you're going to go in, out, out. In, out, out. Don't pull your legs too far away from the body. You don't want the back to arch. You want your back nicely set down into the mat, so there is no arch or lift. You're going to protect your back, and by doing that clenching and that squeezing, you're protecting your back as well. So we're doing 2 up, 2 down, or you're doing 2 in, 2 out. Or if you're doing the arm one, you bring the arms in 2 sections, pulling down twice on the tummy. Also hold the contraction when you kind of pull back on it. So although you're going to come out of the move, you're still going to keep the contraction squeezing down. So as you come up or into it, you tighten, tighten. As you come down into the move, you're going to still keep that contraction. Right, let's go 1, 2, 3, down in 1. 1, 2, 3, down in 1. Now I'm looking up at the ceiling. If you want to close your eyes, you can, but keep your chin lifted up as if you're looking up at the ceiling. Keep your arms as wide as you can to keep that chest nice and open. But the other thing it does, it stops you pulling on your neck. So if you start to feel that your elbows start to come in, try and pull them back just a little bit to keep the chest open, and that will stop you pulling on your neck. So 3 squeezes up. Again, if you're doing your legs, that's 3 pulls in and 3 pulls out. Or you could do 3 and 1 if you wanted. With the legs, I'm doing 1, 2, 3 and down in 1. You could do 3 down if you wanted, which would slow it down. That's okay, you could do that. But 3 and 1. And just give me another 5. 5 more. Really concentrating on that squeeze. The more you squeeze and clench those muscles, the better. And 1 more. Okay, relax. So in class, I don't like you using upper body for too long without going to lower body. That's so you don't get tired on the arms and get tension in the neck, head and shoulders. So one of the other exercises I do for lower tummy, and it also works hip flexor and your pelvic floor, is your pelvic floor rises. So we're going to start by nice wide legs in a wider position, and you're going to lift up and you're going to squeeze. I'm going to show you another alternative in case you can't do this. So again, you pull your lower, middle, upper abs to your spine and you lift and you squeeze. Now if this hurts you because of injury or any medical condition that you've got, then I'm going to show you another alternative. So keep going on this if this one's okay for you. Otherwise, watch to see the next one. So next one is simple squeezing. I'm going to pull the tummy down to the spine, pin it down there. Then I'm going to clench my buttocks and I'm going to pull my pelvic floor muscles up and I'm going to hold them. I'm going to count to 10 and I'm not going to hold my breath. And then I'm going to release. Then I'm going to get a breather, get myself sorted, clench my buttocks, pull my tummy down, pull my pelvic floor up. So those 3 muscle groups contract and you hold them as tight as you can. That is the alternative, you don't have to move. So you're going to hold for 10 seconds when you do that squeeze, if you're doing the alternative one. And then you take your time just to reset and do it again, holding for 10 seconds. Now we're doing something very similar, but obviously we're going to lift with it. So I'm going to pull my tummy to the spine. As I rise, I clench my buttocks and I pull my pelvic floor up. But I tighten the muscle group. Every time I come up, I'm trying to tighten. Now I'm going to do a slight adjustment on this version. So we're going to come in a little bit. So I'm just going to bring my feet in towards to close the gap, the width. And we're going to come up. 1, 2, 2 and 1. Squeeze, squeeze, down, down. Now if you're doing the other exercise that I showed you to do, you can either do clench, clench, release, release, or you can carry on with your 10 seconds hold and just stay in the same position. So it's up to you. So I will show you that one. So this one, 2 up, 2 down. The other one, you could do clench, clench, that's tummy, buttocks, pelvic floor, then release, clench, clench, then release, or do your clench for 10 seconds and carry on throughout while I'm teaching this particular exercise. So keep going on your squeezes. Remember the breathing, make sure you don't hold your breath. Now my upper body is completely relaxed. My neck, my head, my shoulders, I'm looking straight up at the ceiling. Really squeeze as you lift. The other alternative you could do this is the bridge, where you bring your feet closer together. It should be like this, just to show you don't have to do this, you don't have to adjust it. And you come a bit higher on that one, that's up to you. And so your pelvic floor. These are just some choices that you can have. Now we're going to do our final round. So come in, hip width, no closer, stay in line with the hips. Shoulders down. Now if you want to turn it to a bridge, you can bring the feet back closer or stay where you are. And you're going to lift and squeeze. So I'm in pelvic floor at the moment. My feet are slightly away from the body. In a nice range, I feel safe and secure, but I'm not gonna, my feet aren't gonna pull away too much, or I'm gonna slip. If you feel you want to just do a change on this, and bring your feet closer towards the buttocks, turn it to a bridge if you want to. So this is the alternative. And again, if you're just doing the squeezing, you could do a single squeeze, hold, and then release, and then squeeze again, or you can carry on with your 10 seconds. This is the last round that we're doing. So really squeeze. So this is the bridge, or just bring your feet further away and go back to your pelvic floor. So you can choose, you can mix it up if you want. Make sure you're really squeezing on those buttocks. Use your pelvic floor muscles, pull them in and up. And pull the belly to the spine. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So next exercise we're going to start working into the sides of the waist. So here's a nice one. There's all different ones you can do, but I think everybody could do this one. So you're going to put one hand behind the head, and this supports your neck, supports your head by holding the back of your neck, so you don't want to have any strain on the neck. You're going to put your stomach to your spine, and you're just going to come down with the palm of the hand towards your feet. So I'm going to stick to one side first, looking up at the ceiling. Don't hold your breath. Up in lower, middle, upper abs to your spine. See if you can squeeze in a bit tighter. Get that clench in there. Clench lower, middle, upper abs. I know I keep saying that, but the more you do that, the more contraction you get, and you're really working your abs better. It's better to be squeezing and doing the move. 3, 2, and 1. On the other side. So really squish down towards the feet, bring your abs to the spine. Support the head with your hand. Squeezing down. Right, to the feet. Heading that way, don't actually have to touch the feet, I would better reach there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now relax down. We're going to still work the waistline, but we're also going to bring in our obliques. So we're going to bring in also the front of the stomach, this one. And we're going to kind of do like diagonal cross section, working those abs. So I'm going to show you a couple of options and an alternative, in case you don't want to use your neck and your shoulders or lift them. So first things first is elbow to knee. So I have my arms nice and wide, take a nice deep breath in, breathe out and bring that knee to the elbow, and then you're going to do the same. It's nice and controlled and steady. You're putting your abs to the spine as you do this. This is option 1. Option 2 is bicycle crunch. So you're going to bring that knee to the elbow, just angle it, really keep your stomach to your spine. And option 3 doesn't really use the obliques, but it does work lower tummy, and it's just an alternative in case you can't do that. Pull the tummy to the spine and circle your legs like you're pushing a big wheel. Keep the lower tummy, middle and upper abs pinned down as you're doing this. So Keep it nice and tight. So this is an alternative. Okay, so we're going to continue for another 30 seconds. Keep that stomach pinned down, remember the first version. Like this, another 10 seconds. This is a lovely one, this one. You will get a burn with bicycle crunch. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. The next exercise we're going to do is we're going to come onto all fours and I'm going to show you the plank, a tummy tuck. Sorry if I just come out of the camera shot there. So option 1, you can be like this. You can put the stomach to the spine and you do not have to do the plank at all. Option 2, you could come down into like a half sort of plank on your knees. Option 3, you could come up into a full plank like this. Or option 4, I'm going to come up onto my hands. So when you're ready, 3, 2 and 1. I'll do the plank so you can see. So nice neat line. Stomach tight as you can. Don't hold your breath. Five, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Come down. We're going to do some back raises. So working the abs, we want to work the back. So you're going to look down at the mat and you're going to gently lift up, down. Nice deep breath. So this is working your back. But remember, when you work your core muscles, your stomach, your abs, you should always work your back as well. And just our final exercise, you come onto your back, kind of work the lower abs. So this one I like because it actually works your inner thighs too. So bring your legs up and create a diamond shape. So I put my feet together, create a diamond shape, pull your stomach to the spine, and just gently, a tiny little move, pull the legs away and then pull them in. It's a tiny little move because we want to keep the back in the mat. If you pull your legs too far away, you could risk lifting the back, so you get a bit of an arch. It's a horrible feeling, you feel like you lose control, and that's what you're doing. You want to keep everything controlled, you want to keep that squeeze on your abs really tight, don't hold your breath, keep that chest open. This is great because we're working on abs, but an added bonus, whenever we exercise we tend to use other muscle groups as well at first and secondary. So we're also working on inner thighs. So don't worry if you start to get a little bit of a warm ache feeling in the inner thighs. It's just working into. And really pin the tummy down, squeeze it down. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. stretch out. So what you want to do is you just want to stretch those abs. Nice deep breath. Breathe. And then we're going to come onto our stomach and we're going to lift up. We're going to stretch, do an ab stretch. So just very simple stretches to finish. So I'm going to stay my hands and my elbows on the floor. I'm going to lift up. And breathing. And then go into a back stretch. A nice little stretch, go back into a back stretch. Nice deep breath in and out. And we'll do a gluteal stretch. Because we did work our glutes when we did our hip flexor. So we might as well bring the leg up for our hamstring stretch. So bring it up. You don't have to grab the leg, you can just stretch what would you trouser? Or I do have bands. Bands are good, move them round. Right, so we haven't really done very much on the hamstrings as such, but I just wanted to do that to go into this position. So I'm going to bring my leg in. Now remember, if you can't do that, then you could do that, but when you pull your leg in, you get a better stretch. So you put your hand through your leg and pull it in. You can put one hand on this one, or if you're able to, you can hold the other leg on the foot and bring it round, which just increases the stretch. Let's do the same. Let's just straighten that leg, lengthen it, nice and long. Gently, just stretch it in. It shouldn't hurt. It's not a stretchy feeling, but it shouldn't hurt. Take a deep breath in, out. And in, then slide over the knee. You can keep it there, or for a deeper stretch, you can come in like this. You can put your hand through and pull it in, or you can put your hand here, or you can grab hold of that foot and pull it back. A bit deeper. Breathing really helps you with stretching, because when you take that deep breath in, you can pull in a little bit more. It just helps you manoeuvre into your stretch. Bring your knees into your chest and rock side to side, just releasing that back. 3, 2, and 1. And that's the end of the abs video. Thank you for joining in with me. Thanks. Bye.